Good morning, people of the grid. It is Sunday, March the 12th. The packing begins, and we still got to have breakfast, and then we're going to get on our way. Oh yeah, the car's sitting pretty good. It's got 325 kilometers of rated range, so it'll still probably get another hour, maybe 2 hours of charge. Should get us there just fine. Oh, and just one other tip, if you want to eke out as much power out of the battery as you can, when you're loading, you open the door, the car's instantly going to start heating because our heater's always on. So you want to turn your air con or heating off. That way you're not using any energy to heat the cabin. We don't need to, we're in a heated garage. So you may as well leave that energy in the battery. Still charging off of the little outlet plug right there. It's been doing great. We got tons of range. We're gonna add as much here as we can before we leave, and then we'll put the cables away. I still got to get the boots up top, and I got to get the helmets in the front, and then bags. So we have a bit of a crisis. We're low on milk.
But you ate.
Early bird gets the milk. That's all I'm saying.
Early bird gets the tub of milk.
I didn't have a lot. That's the second milk I had. Yesterday I had cereal too. I didn't have a lot.
So you had 2 jugs?
No, I did not. They're accusing me of drinking all the milk.
Oh God, you drink a lot of milk.
That is just wrong. You just keep packing there, little Billy. Little Billy and his 2 cousin little Billies, they were up until 2 in the morning, which is more like 3 in the morning new time, because we switched times last night.
It was like 2:45.
So they were, what were you guys playing, Ethan? Bomberman?
We were, and then they wanted to see The Legend of Zelda, so I showed them that a little
Nice. So yeah, I think Tammy and I got to bed around 3:30. I got up at 8, so that's 4.5 hours of sleep. It's pretty good. I can function pretty well on that, actually. Oh, there's my 1980s ski bag coming back in style any day now. Those colors. I told you it'd be back in style.
Yeah. Unfortunately, got rid of your coat.
Yeah, that would have come back in style too.
Yeah,
that coat was so bright, anybody could find me anywhere on the hill. In an avalanche, you could find me.
Some things shouldn't come back.
Do you
in
bring
style.
your bag on the hill?
No, I had a coat that looked like that, but was even brighter. Yeah. It was the 80s. Everything was bright then.
Yeah.
Here we go, just the way we found it. Hey, Tim? Pretty much.
Well, better.
Whose socks are over here?
Yeah, I fixed it.
Who left their socks? All right, guys, we are underway. Everybody's loaded. Everything is loaded. I don't think we've left anything behind. We are starting out with a whopping 335 kilometers of rated range. Yay. All of it free from the condo that we're staying in. And that should get us definitely to Fernie so that we can top up while we have lunch. We may not even need a full 2 hours in Fernie to charge up, because our next stop after that is the supercharger in Fort McLeod. Oh yeah.
And the weather's much nicer today.
The weather's nicer here. It's going to be cold when we get back closer to Fort McLeod though. So I was like it'll be warm, like minus Warmer, 13. So.
Yeah, that's warm.
So yeah.
Plus 30 is warm.
And since we're working our way down the mountain, check this out. We are 335 kilometers of rated range, and We have 119 kilometers to go. We're gonna make it with 50%. I think it'll be a little lower because there is an uphill climb there. And look at that, we're picking up some good regen coming down the mountain. Well, we're making really good time. We are about a half an hour outside of Fernie. That's where the level 2 charger is. We're going to have some lunch and then we'll get back to the car. By the time we get back to the car, I think we'll have already been there for an hour and a half at least, maybe even 2 hours, which is going to give us more than plenty of range to hop over to the supercharger in Fort McLeod. So the way back is actually really easy. One of the things we were talking about on the way here, there's a lot of snow on the road. We may still run into some of that, but there was a ton of blowing snow, and I think the wind was blowing at us the whole...
And it was strong.
A strong headwind, yeah, I think blowing at us the whole way here, so... Yeah.
And the temperature difference, we said 24-degree difference.
Ethan and Amelia, what are you guys playing back there?
Snipper clips.
Snipper clips, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah?
Ahead of the girls.
You're ahead of where the girls are?
Yeah.
Is it a good game? That's one I haven't played yet.
Yeah, it is fun.
All right, we made it to Fernie. Check it out in the daytime. So we made it. We're plugged in. Look at that. They're even nice enough to park their vehicles out of the way of the charger. Man, these guys are classy in Fernie. They know exactly what they're doing. So the light runner plugged into L2. Look at all the snow they have here. It's piled higher than cars in some places.
More, Ethan?
All right, we made it with 198 kilometers of rated range in the battery, and we're charging at 69 amps, which is a really nice speed here in Fernie. So like I said, we'll probably be here a total of 2 hours, which should give us, look at that, 64 kilometers per hour. So 120 on top of the 199. That gets us to 320, which is plenty to get to our next destination, which is the Fort McLeod supercharger. It's only 160 kilometers. How's Bomberman going back, or Snipper Clips going?
Good. We just finished a bunch of hard puzzles.
Really?
Yeah, getting really hard.
Yep.
Do you like it?
It's fun.
Hey guys, take a look at this. I'm getting 74 kilometers per hour on a 69 amp feed, which is pretty decent. This is because the battery pack is at optimal temperature. Like, it was in that heated garage for what, 2.5 days in Kimberley. So when it's warm, it can accept a much higher and faster rate of charge. That makes a big difference.
Not really.
Yay.
Yay. Just means less time waiting. So whenever you can, if you're plugged into shore power, heat up the car, like the wall power, heat it up, heat up the battery, then you'll be good to go. And then when you do get to a charging site, it just goes quick. While you're waiting here?
Although we do have to wait for like half hour because I just dropped 2 lure modules for Pokemon Go.
So you're playing Pokemon Go on 2 phones?
Well, yeah, I'm helping out Ethan because he's playing this
Wow.
other game.
I
can multitask.
Good
Look
mom.
at this. Yes.
There's a big snowbank right here behind you.
Step here. Where's your coat? On the snowbank.
Why
You
not?
gotta step on that little edge thingy.
Because you're going to fall right into it.
It's because you'll sink straight in.
You
Step
can
on
try
the
it.
little stepper thing. No, on the plastic.
Dad doesn't like me stepping
Well,
on
we're gonna
the
have to step
plastic.
there.
That's okay. You know what? The snow's hard enough. They can...
All right.
I made it.
Good job. Let's get going. All right, so we're going for a little walk to Boston Pizza. It's like walking through snow tunnels. It's so cool. Oh yeah. Welcome to Fernie. All right, I just made it back to the car. Barry dropped me off, and I'm going to go back to Boston Pizza, pick up Tammy and the kids. We got a lot of range out of this charger. It's putting in 80 kilometers per hour, which is awesome. Look at that, 383. It's almost full. Sweet. Thank you, Sun Country. And I got to remember to take my adapter. See you, little buddy.
Wow, you guys
Fun
look
snowboarding
awesome.
with you guys. All right, we're underway. We just hit the highway. We picked up some Tim Hortons.
Yay!
So we have roughly about 2 hours to the supercharger. It's going to be a long, windy road. We'll probably run into some snow as we get closer to home, just because that's where the majority of it was, and it's colder, so it hasn't melted over there. So we're just passing through the town of Sparwood, British Columbia. Usually every town has something special that they, you know, are known by. For Sparwood, it is this big, massive coal truck. It's a dump truck.
It's a dump truck, but
it's
used in mines.
It's used in mining. It's one of the world's biggest trucks. It's huge. Like, the tires are bigger than I am. It's just up here. I'll see if I can get it.
I always like it when we see it.
That would be a lot of metal.
Well, we just got the top of the world's biggest truck, but believe
Because I
me,
couldn't really get the camera.
it's a
over
big
there.
truck. Hey guys, we are coming up on the town of Frank, where the Frank slide occurred. There was a mountain called Turtle Mountain that basically just released. It was it's our version of Pompeii, except instead of lava, this mountain just released, and all the rock came down, basically wiping out the entire town.
Happened at night.
Happened at night. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody knew it was coming. 1903. I think it pretty much wiped out the whole town, save for like a baby and a few people. I mean, it was just horrific what happened. Those rocks are still littered throughout the valley here, and this road actually drives right through it. They kind of cleared it so that we can drive through, and it's just been like that since 1903. Very little grows on the rocks. Like, there's no dirt. It's just all rock, and the old town is buried below it. Out here, there's also some really cool mine tours that you can go on, and we're going to do that because we've got that pass that will get us into the mine tours. So I'm just going to flip the camera, and you'll see up ahead here, there's a ton of rocks from the rock slide. So there's the mountain where they came down. So yeah, like 2 trees growing out there in the middle of nowhere. There's very, very little of any kind of life on it. So there's an interpretive center. We're going to come do that hopefully before summer starts. I think we'll do a trip out, do a supercharger enabled trip.
There's lots of old tales about a bank being buried under there with lots of money in it still, and a baby that survived, like sitting on top of a rock. And so we'll get some cool info from the interpretive center.
So we've made it to Fort McLeod, location of the supercharger. We're just about a minute or 2 away. We're going to be pulling up and plugging in. We made it in record time.
I could tell that. I was sleeping.
Ta-da! Supercharging!
It's colder here.
You know what? It is, yeah. Nice though. Beautiful day.
Sunny.
All right, we're plugged in, we're charging. I'm just gonna figure out how long we're gonna stay. I don't think it'll be more than 45 minutes is all we'll need. That gives us enough time to get to our destination in Calgary, and I think we'll pick up a lot of charge in that time anyway. So look at that. Made it with plenty of range to spare, which is always really, really nice. Nice way to slide in. Much more comfortable than coming in with, you know, 0 kilometers.
Yeah, yeah. Much nicer.
All right, guys, I think we got plenty. We pit stopped here just long enough to grab some candies, use the washrooms. Our brother-in-law, Barry and Brandy, sister-in-law, they just spent a little bit of time with us. We chatted, and we're off. We got plenty of range. I'm actually right at about 90% charge right now, so it's going to take 30 minutes to take it to 100. I don't need 100. If we had the time, I'd probably stay, but we're in a bit of a hurry, so we're just going to go with what we got. It's plenty. Well, it's 7:11 p.m. We've made it to Calgary, and we've got tons of range left, so look at that. So now we're down to 133 of rated range left, and it's minus 13 here in Calgary, so a little bit colder, but that's how easy it is, just like that. Look at that, tons of range left. Made it home. 89 kilometers. It was colder than where we were. It's minus 14 here. And we did almost 460 kilometers of driving today using one supercharger and one public L2 charger put out by Sun Country and Fernie City Hall. It's a great trip. Hey people of the grid, it is the time zone, the time change. It's throwing us off. It's already 11:35, which means it's pretty late. So I think we're going to call it a day. We had an amazing weekend. We did a trip to Kimberley, British Columbia. We snowboarded on Friday, day and night. We did the same thing on Saturday, day and night. We played games. We relaxed. We really relaxed in the hot tub. We didn't get enough sleep on every night, but that's okay. We made the most of every minute this weekend. It went by kind of quickly. We wish it was a week long. Maybe next time it will be. Hope you guys had a really good weekend. If you're thinking of going skiing or snowboarding, Western Canada has some pretty amazing stuff. You guys, hope you had a great weekend. We'll catch up with you tomorrow as we start the new week. Miker out.